Albie here from Spirit for Spirits, welcoming you back behind the stick. Today we're talking about stirring, we're talking about spoons, we're talking about these beautiful hand-blown yaris. And you can get yours at bullandchinapdx.com with the promo code S4S-hookup. That will get you your 15% off. Now what we've got here is a little Manhattan I put together. Now this is a stirred cocktail. When do we stir? When do we shake? So the basic easy rules. If we have acid, some sort of juice, that's gonna require agitation. That drink we're gonna shake. But something like this, a Manhattan, where we've got all spirits and that dash of bitters, no juice, so we're just gonna stir this. We want it to be a crystal clear mountain lake when it's done. Now you have so many choices of spoons with which to stir that you've seen out here as well. There's so many different kinds. You can also check those out at Bull and China. This long teardrop here, one of my favorites, a really, really beautiful spoon. The first thing about stirring, we want to do this really smoothly so that we don't create any bubbles. We don't want that agitation. We want this to stay as crystal clear as possible. So first I'm gonna add the ice to this Manhattan. The next thing I'm gonna do is start with the spoon. Now, here's the keys. How do I hold the spoon? How do I make this right? What am I doing here, Albie? All right, well, the first thing, between your ring finger, your middle finger, that's really where you're gonna put those two fingers together and hold that in between. Then the thumb goes on top, wrap that forefinger around, and you've got a pretty good grip on this thing. The next set is gonna be for the back of the spoon to go to the inside of the glass and just slip it down between the ice and the glass itself. Now we're in really great position. Now the stir, the hard part, right? We're sort of gonna twist this and keep the back side of the spoon against the inside of the glass as it goes around. Now we don't want to go too hard, too fast. We don't want to create agitation. What we want to do is just enough to make the liquid go around the ice and help melt it. It's going to make our drink cool. It's going to make our drink just slightly watered the way that we want it, like any classic cocktail should be. So now we've got this here, and because of the beautiful shape of this yari, we have a little nose spout. So I know you want to reach instantly for your Hawthorne strainer. You want to reach for one of these guys, right? And you want to put that on top, but we're not going to be able to close that gate right. There's going to be like a hole between the nose and the exit there. And that's gonna let chunks of ice come through, and that's not what we want. So there's the right tool for the right job, and that's this. This is a julep strainer. This julep strainer is gonna allow us to cup the ice back and pour beautifully out of the spout. Now, if we do this nice and slow and smooth, we'll have a beautiful cocktail with very minimal bubbles that will create that crystal clear mountain lake just like we want it. And there it is, something beautiful from my home to yours. Thanks for joining us, learning how to stir behind the stick.